Ever wondered why your body has parts that don't seem to do much? Thinking face. Well, turns out evolution is slowly phasing some of them out. From the appendix to wisdom teeth, here are 9 body parts humans might not need in the future. Number 9. The appendix, useless or just left behind? The appendix is like the kid picked last in gym class. Nobody really knows what to do with it. Thousands of years ago, when humans were chewing raw plants, bark, and tough leaves, the appendix helped digest fiber and possibly stored good bacteria for survival. But as our diets evolved to cooked meals, softer foods, and processed snacks, the appendix lost its purpose. Today, it's almost useless. If it becomes inflamed, doctors simply remove it, and people continue living perfectly normal lives. In fact, you don't need it for digestion at all. Here's the fascinating part. Studies show up to 1 in 5 people are already being born without an appendix. Imagine a future where nobody ever suffers from appendicitis again. No painful emergencies, no surgery scars, just smooth, appendix-free living. Number 8. Toes, the mini fingers we might lose. Toes might seem small, but they play a role in helping us balance, walk, and even grip the floor. Some people even use them to pick up socks or flip-flops. But compared to our tree-climbing ancestors, we hardly give our toes the workout they once had. Back then, strong, flexible toes were essential for climbing, gripping, and chasing food in the wild. Today, it's a different story. Shoes keep our feet protected, comfortable, and supported, making our toes lazier by the generation. In fact, the big toe now does most of the heavy lifting, while the smaller toes are slowly becoming less useful. Scientists believe that far in the future, our little toes could shrink, or maybe even vanish entirely. One day, humans might look at old pictures of our feet and ask, why did we need all those tiny toes? Number 7. Jacobson's organ, the broken love detector. Deep inside your nose lies a tiny structure called Jacobson's organ, also known as the vomeronasal organ. In the animal kingdom, it plays a powerful role, detecting pheromones, the invisible chemical signals that trigger attraction, mating, and even warning messages. Cats, snakes, and many other creatures use it as a secret communication tool. But in humans, this so-called love detector is practically useless. Some people are born without it, while others have it but can't actually use it. It's like carrying around a spy gadget with dead batteries. It's there, but it doesn't work. Our ancestors may have relied on it long ago, but as we evolved, we turned to our sharper senses of sight, speech, and social skills. Instead of sniffing out romance, modern humans rely on smiles, conversations, and sometimes, awkward Tinder dates. Number 6. Erector Pili muscles, the useless goosebump makers. Goosebumps, those tiny bumps on your skin when you're cold or scared, are caused by little fibers called erector pili muscles. When they contract, they pull on your hair, making it stand upright. For our furry ancestors, this was a survival trick. Raised hair made them look bigger to predators and helped trap heat to stay warm. But here's the thing, modern humans don't have that thick coat of fur anymore. Our hair is too thin, so goosebumps don't really help us. It's like using a comb on a bald head, pointless. Today, goosebumps are more of a leftover reflex than a defense mechanism. Scientists believe these muscles are weakening over generations, and one day, they may completely fade away. Future kids might only read about goosebumps in biology books, wondering why humans ever had such a strange reaction. Number 5. The tailbone, a leftover from our tailed past. At the very bottom of your spine sits the tailbone, or coccyx, a tiny reminder that our ancient ancestors once had real tails. Back then, tails were useful for balance, communication, and even swatting away insects. But as humans started walking upright, tails became unnecessary and slowly disappeared. Today, the tailbone doesn't do much. It mainly serves as an anchor point for a few muscles and ligaments that help with movement and posture, but you could live without it just fine. Occasionally, babies are born with small, tail-like growths, though these are usually harmless and surgically removed after birth. In many ways, the tailbone is like a bookmark from evolution's past. It doesn't serve a big purpose anymore, but it's a reminder of where we came from. Think of it as nature's little throwback feature. Number 4. The Palmaris Longus, the spare part in your arm. Running along the inside of your forearm is a thin strip of tissue called the Palmaris Longus muscle. But here's the fun fact, about 14% of people don't even have it. And those who do rarely notice it. Originally, this muscle may have been useful for our monkey-like ancestors, helping them grip and swing through trees. Today, though, its main job, bending the wrist, is already handled by other, stronger muscles. That means the Palmaris Longus is pretty much redundant. In fact, surgeons often remove it during operations and use it as a spare tendon for repairing injuries elsewhere in the body. And the best part? Patients don't lose any arm strength at all. It's no wonder scientists call it the appendix of the arm, just hanging around with no real purpose anymore. Number 3. Wisdom teeth, evolution's free dental upgrade. Wisdom teeth are the latecomers of your mouth, usually appearing between ages 17 and 25, when there's hardly any room left for them. For our ancestors, these extra molars were essential. They chewed through raw meat, roots, bark, and tough plants, often wearing down or losing teeth early. Having backup molars arrive in adulthood was a huge advantage. But times have changed. With cooking, softer diets, and better dental care, our jaws have gotten smaller, and our teeth last longer. Now, wisdom teeth often crowd the mouth, cause pain, or push other teeth out of alignment. That's why so many people end up getting them removed. Here's the twist. More and more people today are being born without wisdom teeth altogether. Evolution seems to be phasing them out, giving future humans a natural dental upgrade. No braces, no surgery, no problem. Number 2. Ear muscles, evolution's party trick. Cats, dogs, and many other animals can swivel their ears like tiny satellite dishes, helping them detect sounds with incredible precision. Humans still have those same ear muscles, but here's the catch, they're basically useless now. Long ago, our ancestors may have relied on them to sense predators or track movement in the wild. But as we evolved sharper eyesight and better awareness, the need to wiggle ears faded away. Today, most people can't move them at all. A few lucky ones can still wiggle their ears on command, but it's just a fun party trick, not a survival tool. In fact, science considers these muscles vestigial, meaning leftovers from evolution. And here's a fun fact. The world record for fastest ear wiggling is 99 wiggles in just 30 seconds, faster than most people can blink. Number 1. Sinuses, mysterious cavities we barely need. Inside your skull are hollow spaces called sinuses, and for most of us, the only time we notice them is when they're clogged and throbbing with infection. But here's the mystery, scientists still aren't completely sure why we have them. Some theories suggest sinuses help humidify and warm the air we breathe, making it easier on our lungs. Others believe they act as shock absorbers, to lighten the weight of our skulls so our heads aren't too heavy. They might even play a role in our immune system by producing mucus that traps germs. But here's the twist. Studies show people with smaller sinuses tend to suffer fewer infections. That means these cavities might not be so necessary after all. If evolution decides to phase them out, it'll take thousands of years. But one day, humans could be completely sinus-free.